And then 30 years ago, you have an opportunity to buy the Gateway.
Well, actually, I bought the two other papers first,
That's
a year before. And then the Gateway kind of made it one contiguous area from North Valley Stream through Eastern Queens. So it made sense, and it was available.
And we are fortunate enough that when you and I talked, you explained that you located your office in Floral Park because it really was in the geographical center of the area that the papers cover. So,
That's correct.
And we are very fortunate for that. I like also about when this transaction was occurring and there was an issue about, because you were a woman, again, you encountered that even in the purchase of the papers.
Right.
Undeterred, however. So that's part of the wisdom. Nothing ever stops. You just keep going. Being a woman is an advantage in many regards because you do fight through some of the earlier challenges of seeing us as entrepreneurs and seeing us as businesswomen. And in keeping with the women theme, the Gateway, which I love, has an all-female staff.
By lucky accident.
Except for Tom Hayden, who is very special and we love him. But that's because he has such a wonderful feminine side from working with all these women in the sisterhood of the Gateway. Isn't that, you said to me, after 25 years, some of your employees have been there, and it truly, truly is a sisterhood.
We have gone through a lot together. Every life crisis and every happiness that you can name in life, we've gone through together, and it's brought us very close as an office family.
Favorite stories, most memorable stories so far at the Gateway?
Well, there are two.
Okay.
These are not favorite events. They're both kind of, but they're memorable. I guess the most dramatic one was the Tulip Avenue bowling alley explosion on Super Bowl Sunday.
How dare it explode on Super Bowl Sunday?
It was incredible. And Tom Hayden was mayor at the time, and he called me at home and said, "You better get back here right away because the bowling alley just exploded, and I've got news people all over Village Hall." So I raced back to Floral Park, and he was having a press conference, and I didn't go home for a week.
Oh my God.
Because, they opened all the schools and provided shelter for people in the surrounding area. It was by the grace of God that no one was killed. There were several firefighters who were injured, but no one lost their life, and that was just amazing. There was a lot of property damage to the surrounding area. It made the national news. It was huge, and it totally, for the first time, I think, the Super Bowl, nobody watched the Super Bowl in Floral Park. So that was one event.
So is there anything else that you'd like to share? We have a minute before we wrap.
Well, the only thing that I would like to say is that Floral Park is a wonderful place to spend a lot of my time.
Thank you.
Really wonderful. It has a sense of community here that doesn't exist in a lot of places. And the 30 years that I've spent here have been, for the most part, great.
And we're glad you're here. Thank you for your 30 years. Thanks to all of you for your time today. Carla, a very special thank you from me for being so gracious in allowing all of us, and myself especially, to be a part of your morning.
Thank you, Ellen.
See you all next time at the fair.